Chicago Bulls Central. This is our live draft show. Yeah, this is going to be an exciting time. The Bulls have not made any moves as of right now. We'll see how long that stays that way. Um, but yeah. But anyway, welcome to Chicago Bulls Central. You all guys got to know what I got to do. I got to run that intro. Give me 1 second.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
All right, we're here. We're in the draft. Coming on a little bit early so far. We got a few picks in. No moves from the Chicago Bulls as of yet, but it's coming. Believe me, it's coming. And the longer that this goes without any type of deals, I really do think that that's a sign that the Bulls are just going to stay pat, draft the best available. But hey, sound off in there. What's going on? Jay Capone, the Don's in the building. Dad's in the building. He says, man, a little shakeup so far. DZ says, what's good, Haize? C Day the Shoe says, what up, Haize? What's going on, everybody? We here. I was gonna wait until after the 10th pick, but I wanted to kind of give myself a chance to be in just in case the Bulls make a deal. D Dub's in the building. He says, hey, thanks for streaming. I was hoping to see some trades and movement around the league. I want to see some Willing and Dillon. Well, there's been a little bit Willing and Dillon so far, but nothing from the Bulls. Kopi in the building says, Haize, what up, dog? What's going on, Kopi? I'm just watching everything. I got about like 3 screens on right now. I got the draft here. I got a monitor here with like updates on Twitter in case Woj drops something. We're ready to go in case something happens. It doesn't like we'll see. We'll see. I'll know it if something happens. CNI Plus says you tweaking had the wrong time. No, I actually wasn't planning on going on live for about another hour, but I figured everything calmed down. My kids are taken care of. So I might as well hop on. That way, if the Bulls do make a move, I'm here live during that. But yeah, no, I scheduled the right time. I'm just decided to come on early. Matthew, I think the Bulls are going to go after Joe Harris. I've seen some things with that. I'll tell you what, Joe Harris coming off the bench for the Chicago Bulls is not a bad thing. So I'm not completely against that at all. Hopefully Nikola Jovic doesn't go to Rockets at 17 and we can snag him. Well, considering they already have Franz Wagner there, right? And then they drafted another big who's probably going to play the 3-4. I would think that their front line's taken care of. Their front line's taken care of. Who we got? We got a pick coming in. Jaden Ivey goes to the Detroit Pistons. Not a bad pickup for them. Solidifying some things for them there. They're building a nice young core there. Still have that huge $43 million in cap. So we see what they end up doing with it. But yeah, man, that's crazy. But yeah, as far as Nikola Jovic, we'll see. We'll see. Nikola Jovic is my high upside pick, right? If they want somebody who can contribute right now off the bench, I think they go EJ Liddell. Or Mark Williams if he ends up falling. Like some mocks now do have him falling to the Bulls, but overall, I do think that it's going to. Jovic should be there, right? I mean, there's a chance that some things may happen, but Jovic could be there. But we'll see. Just keeping up with everything. Joker says, I think Jovic can shoot it right away at a high level. Yeah, but you got to keep in mind that he has to be able to play defense. And listen, even though he's 225 pounds, he is lanky. And, I just worry about what that could do to him early on. But hey, one thing is that we'll see. They may play him right away. I'm not saying that he won't play any. I'm not going to say they're going to Marco Simonovic him where he's just only in the G League. But I don't think that necessarily Jovic is somebody you bet on high minutes. You're still gonna have to bring in a veteran to do other things right away, and you're gonna bring him along slowly. If Jovic does stay on the NBA roster the whole year, he's not going to get more than probably about 10 to 12 minutes unless he really shines. But at that point in time, if he's excelling that much, then hey, shout out to him. As of right now, the mock that I use and the mock that's the last 3 to 5 years has been the most accurate. Actually has Nikola Jovic going 34th to OKC. Again, it's not perfect. I'm not saying that at all, but we'll see. They got the Bulls selecting Mark Williams at number 18. So Zach Lasagna's birthday is today. Happy birthday to Zach Lasagna in the building. CJ The Truth says Ivy was ranked 80th prospect in his high school. Way to go, young man. Yeah, for sure. I've seen this a lot. The Bulls don't have the assets to trade for KD. When you're talking about trading for KD, right? I don't even care if KD goes to the Brooklyn Nets and says, "I only want to be traded to the Chicago Bulls." The Brooklyn Nets will laugh at him in his face because they just don't. They can get anything they want for KD. Anything. Let's be clear here. Anything they wanted for KD. The Bulls don't have a lot of assets to trade for KD. Hey, I could be wrong. Weirder things have happened in the NBA. I just don't see it. Kappa the Great says he questions Jovic and his motor. Well, I don't think you're the only one. I don't think you're the only one that questions that. Haize, the first time Embiid or Giannis back Chet Holman down on the rim, dude is going to crack in half and get hurt. All the sandwiches in the world aren't going to help that kid. Hey, you got to get some Portillos, man. Get that Portillos. Shy Slash and Spash says Ivy's crying because he's a Piston. Well, I would cry if I had to live in Detroit too. So I mean, yeah, it's like one of those things. Like you're about to get paid millions of dollars to play this game that you love, but you got to do it in Detroit. Like that's depressing, man. That's depressing. CNI plus, I don't think so. They're dumb if they do that. Brooklyn is literally, and they've done stupid shit before, so I wouldn't be surprised. But they are stupid if KD says, "Hey, I want out," only to Chicago. He doesn't have a no trade clause, none of that shit, and they trade him to Chicago. No, listen, your next team can trade you to Chicago. I'm about to get these picks. That's what I would say. See the truth. I think it's going to either be. See, the Bulls are going to have a tough decision to make because either Williams or Duran seems like they're going to fall to the Bulls by all the mock drafts and the way things have gone the last couple of days. It does seem like one of them, maybe not to the Bulls, but one of them are going to fall pretty low. Um, I mean, you got to look at like Charlotte if they get because Charlotte does need a big. If Jalen Duran slides past Charlotte, Atlanta doesn't need him. We'll see what Houston does. They'll probably take Tari Eason. Like the Bulls are in a good position. They're either EJ's going to be there, either Tari Duran or Mark Williams. One of those three are probably going to be there. Oh, we got another pick coming in. Whoa. Okay. All right. Good pick for them. Shooting guard slash small forward wing coming to them 6'6" out of Arizona as they go towards maybe a full rebuild. We heard that they're trying to trade Brogdon and Miles Turner. So this is a good piece to come in, pair with with Halliburton. So pretty good pick from the Pacers here. What do you guys think about this pick? P will for KD. If they take that, absolutely, but you got to throw in more than that to make the salaries work. If EJ is still there at 25 to 27, do you think a trade for Kobe will get? Oh, for sure. I think so. I think so. If they have the cap space to absorb him, I definitely think so. So far, is it going how? So the mock that I trust the most, the mock that I had trust the most, of course, Paulo they had him going third, so that got flipped. But everything else is about even. They did have Benedict going to Detroit instead of, so they flipped the Keegan Murray and Benedict. Like I said, I use the mocks not as 100%, but for a range, right? And so far, the range is. I mean, it's only been a few picks. It hasn't been much time. But yeah, so far things are. Every pick's been pretty close, but this is top six picks. So I mean, you kind of those usually go the way that that's expected. So we'll see how things start getting after number 10. Yeah, boy, say it again. Hey, somebody's gonna fall. Somebody is gonna fall, and I think that's why we haven't heard a Bulls deal yet. Is I think the Bulls, AK keeps his ear to the ground. AK is Batman. He knows everything, and because of that, I fully do think that they have not traded that pick yet because they could get somebody who's ready to contribute right now defensively, or somebody who's ready to contribute off. Like if Ochai Agbaji falls, that guy's ready to contribute off the bench right now. He could be your second best player off the bench immediately. And yes, I'm potentially saying that Ochi could be better in his rookie year than Io DeSumo. I'm telling you that. I think there's a potential for that. I know that's blasphemy for Bulls fans, but that's not to say I'm not saying trade Io or anything like that. I'm just saying we're going to have a damn good bench because you bring in if Agbaji is there, he can play your two and your backup three, and he can get plenty good minutes and play good for you. And when he doesn't, you got Javante there. MC Season's in the building. He says, "Good evening, Haize. How you feeling so far?" I'm feeling really good, brother. Really good. If Duran and Williams fall to us, who would you rather have? That is tough. That's tough. Um, Here's what I'll say. Honestly, I trust the offensive upside of Jalen Duran more than Mark Williams, but I think Mark Williams is going to be better for what the Bulls need right now. So if you're talking about the better player, take the better player, it's going to be Jalen Duran. If you're talking about take the player who can contribute stuff to you right now and be your future starting center, Mark Williams can be that as well. I'm calling it now. Jaden Ivey is going to be the best player in this draft. Something about him and the way he carries himself. Hey, I mean, there's something to be said there. I've said before, I think I'm not saying that I'm ready to say he's going to be the best player in the draft, but I think when we look back, there's absolutely a chance that Nikola Jovic put everybody's going to be like, "Hey, why did we not pick this guy in the top 10? Like what were we thinking?" Because if he falls to the 20s like some mocks have him falling, I guarantee you everybody's going to be biting themselves over that. CNI plus, but everything that you can say about Williams, you can say about Jalen Duran. The height doesn't matter, right? Fucking look at Rudy Gobert. He's not what we need perfectly, but I think that because of Jalen Duran also brings the defense. He's ready to go right now. He's a versatile defender. He can guard probably anything from 3 to the 5 because of his foot speed's a little bit better than Mark Williams, and he has a better offensive upside. That's not at all to say, hey, Mark Williams is going to be a bust. But height doesn't make you a better player. Jalen Duran brings everything that we need to. He brings shot blocking and rim protection. He brings rebounding. He can run the floor as well. He's going to run the floor, running in a pick and roll with Jalen Duran and almost anything. And I could say all those same things about Mark Williams. The only reason why I'm giving Jalen Duran the push over Mark Williams is because I personally trust his offensive upside more. So I'm glad all the Gobert talk finally slowed down. With that in mind, do the Bulls re-sign Vooch for how long and how much? Well, if they get their center in this draft, I think you absolutely. For example, if they draft Mark Williams, if Mark Williams falls to the Chicago Bulls and they draft him, that's your future center. So at that point, even if it takes, let's say you re-sign Vooch on a 2 to 3 year deal at 10 to 12 million, between 10 and 15 million dollars a season, that's fine because by the time Mark Williams is ready for his extension, Vooch is going to be gone. It's not that big of a deal, but you get a player that for if Williams isn't, gets in foul trouble, if something like that, you can bring him along, not necessarily slowly, but that transition between moving from Mark Williams to moving to Mark Williams from Vooch as your starting center, you can transition that slowly over time. But Mark Williams is going to be ready to go. And then even if Mark Williams is ready to be your starting center year 2, because he's not going to be year 1, then you still bring a heck of a player in Vooch off the bench. So BKR Sports says, how many more years before we can officially say Sumu is better than Michael Jordan? I give it 2 max. Listen, the way some Bulls fans talk about him, but listen, it's our guy. And we had bad draft picks for so long that to have Sumu to come in and do the things that he's been doing, it's felt good. As Bulls fans, we needed that. We've been waiting for that for so long. So I understand why so many, and don't get me wrong, I do not want to see Sumu gone anytime soon. So yeah, they need to do what they need to do. All right, here we go. Got a pick coming in. Shaden Sharp, a heck of a play. He's going to be a heck of an offensive player in this league. Listen, Portland is doing their thing right now. We talked about we're getting that Portland pick next season. This guy is going to be ready to go and contribute right away. And if they end up keeping him, what this gives Portland is somebody who you can hopefully build to it whenever it's time to transition away from Dame, you're ready to go, right? So this is a really good pick for Portland. I like that. I forgot Portland picked that this early, to be honest with you. A 6'5", 200 pounds shooting guard. Again, they've had small shooting guards next to Dame Lillard his whole career there, both CJ and Anthony Simons. Yeah, bringing in Shaden Sharp is going to be very good for what they're trying to do. And keep in mind, now that they've also brought in Jeremy Grant, now that they have Dame Lillard, we see if they bring Nurkic back, even if they do decide to re-sign Anthony Simons or match any deal he gets just to be able to trade him later. Shaden Sharp is going to be a good pick for Portland, a very good pick for Portland. D Dub says, I like that plan, Haize. Hopefully Vooch understands he ain't worth 20 million per season. Listen, Vooch is a reasonable, like everything. I really do think that and again, foreign players usually they're very loyal to their teams. As long as the Bulls don't try to completely shortchange him, right? I think he's going to stay here, and I think he's going to understand, like, hey, at that point, I'm a 33-year-old center. A big men at 33 in this league, they're very rare that they're able to be effective. And Vooch, with his game and the fact that his game isn't based off athleticism at all, he hasn't had any knee troubles. I think he's going to understand, like, hey, yeah, it's time for me to slowly start transitioning here. What happened here? Somebody bent my shit. See, this is why you don't have kids in the studio. This is why you don't have kids in the studio. But let's go ahead and move on. At this point, Russell Westbrook, I don't think it does. I really don't think it does. Like, looking at the mocks, looking at who's probably going to fall, who's projected to fall, I think the Bulls can get a heck of a player that's ready to contribute now at a low price, right? That's low price. Rookies, especially at the 18th pick, aren't getting paid huge amounts of money. And if somebody falls like a Mark Williams, Jalen Duren, even if they just go ahead and keep it and take EJ Liddell, who'll be ready to contribute off the bench right now for them, I think they keep that pick. I think they keep the pick. I think they look to move Kobe in a separate deal. Zach Lasagna, funny story, Haize. I became a Bulls fan because BC, I was born in 23rd June and my MJ wears number 23. That's funny. Hey, man, I was born into it. Shout out to my dad, who I think is in the chat. CJ to the Truth, Shaden Sharp may be the steal of the draft. I mean, when you're taking that high, I personally can't look at you as the steal of the draft, right? Like he would. That's the thing. While I think Shaden Sharp is going to be a damn good player, he would have to turn into a generational player to be the steal of the draft at that pick. Like he's not like he was picked super low, so I wouldn't look at that pick 7 him being a steal in the draft. But I will look at him. He's going to be a damn good pro. Here goes. So we got New Orleans on the clock right now. Then San Antonio with that pick number 9. If San Antonio doesn't pick Jalen Duren or Mark Williams, I guarantee you one of them are falling to the Chicago Bulls. Let me not say that because Knicks still pick. Let me look at the draft order real quick before I make any proclamations, right? San Antonio's number 9. Washington's number 10. New York's number 11. Then we got Charlotte at 13, 14, and OKC in between there. I'll say this. Yes, if both Jalen Duren and Mark Williams pass San Antonio right now, one of them's falling to at least that 17th pick with Houston. And Tari Eason, too. I forgot about Tari Eason. So, yeah, either Tari Eason, Jalen Duren, or Mark Williams, one of them are going to fall to the Chicago Bulls. Just looking at the way that this is going right now. Yeah. We'll see. Let's see how it goes. CNI Plus says more. Oh, Zach's coming back. I think that's all but said. I'm late to the chat, man. I just finished a 9-hour road trip, but I'm excited for what the Bulls decide to do. I agree with you, Mike Wells. Rick Fernandez in the building says, my man Haize, first annual draft live streams. Congrats, brother. Thank you, brother. I'm still about a month and a half away from the 1-year anniversary. My first episode was August 5th, I believe. So yeah, we'll do something special for the 1-year anniversary. Manny says, if the Bulls decide to trade up, how high do you think they would want to move up? Well, that's the thing. It seems like a player that they would want is going to fall to them. Maybe a pick or so. I don't think, and that's the thing. I don't think that takes Kobe White to package and trade unless you just want to free up the cap space. The Bulls could very well stay at the 18th pick and absolutely get a player that they want. Russell Westbrook says, I wish we can get Duren. Okay, here go. Picks in. Dyson Daniels. I'm telling you, listen, if both Jalen Duren and Mark Williams get past San Antonio up next, one of them are falling. Shout out to Dyson Daniels for working his butt off in the G League Elite and it paying off for him. Again, the mock draft I use, pretty good so far. The Shaden Sharp and Dyson Daniels flip-flop. This is going almost the way this mock draft predicted. They have to have somebody, they have to have some pretty good sources. Dyson Daniels, a shooting guard, small forward, 6'7", 195 pounds. He's going to have to fill out some. But again, in that G League, showing the ability to score some, showing a little bit defense. Like the only thing with him, his basketball IQ hasn't been shown to be the best, but the raw skills are there. So you can bring that along. But a good pick here. Good pick here. My dad says I'm here, son. Listen, my dad's always supportive. I love the fact that I can always trust my dad to be here, man. I don't care if that makes me sound like a little kid. I love the fact that I'm covering my dad's favorite team that he got me into, that he's from Chicago and he watches me every day. I made it. Like you can't tell me shit. I made it. Bro, if you were Charlotte, would you trade 13 and 15 for the Bulls for Kobe and 18th? Well, they could use some bench scoring, right? But it's going to take more than that. Who are they sending back? Who are they sending back in that deal? But I don't know if Charlotte does that. Like, keep in mind, I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. I watch all basketball and I love LaMelo Ball, but I'm not as familiar with like their front office methodology as I am like the Chicago Bulls. So I wouldn't be able to say. Russell Westbrook, 1 Duren, 2 Mark Williams, 3 Easton, 4 Liddell, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, I personally have, I wouldn't mind. I think I would almost put Liddell over Tari Eason because he's ready to contribute right now. But of course, Tari Eason's upside is way higher than EJ Liddell's, at least theoretically on paper. EJ Liddell puts in work, so he may end up being better than that. But we'll see. Who does your dad want the Bulls to draft? I don't know, Dad. Who do you want the Bulls to draft? What's up, Mr. Hayes? See, and I already said hi to you, brother. Come on, I know you in here, bro. We fam, man. What's going on, brother? Cognac Boys doing it live. Tab them up. Cognac Boys doing it live. Shout out to the Cognac Boys. I'm glad that they're finally starting to get more notice that they deserve. The Cognac Boys have been doing this thing for a while. Hayes, this is serious. Who does your pops think has the best deep dish in the city? There's only one answer. Dad, who do you think has the best deep dish? What's going on, Hayes? If we can get Jalen Duren, that's all we need. That's a big step in that. We still need some other things. I want the Bulls to get Cousin for what? We need rebounding, shot blocking, defense. The only thing that you can say that he does is maybe one out of those three. We do not need Boogie Cousins. Oh, my dad. Pops. Yeah, Pops is in the building. My bad. Hayes, did you see Kyrie's list of 6 teams to be traded to? Lakers were on there. How crazy would it be to reunite LeBron and Kyrie? I mean, shout out to them, man. Shout out to them if they do that they are able to put their stuff to the side. Sophisticated Thought says, what's good, Hayes? Who are your top 2 players you would want the Bulls to pick most? Great job on your Bears channel as well. Thank you so much for that. Like I said, realistically in the Bulls range is Tari East and EJ Liddell. But with the way that things are going, and it looks like a Jalen Duren or a Mark Williams could fall to the Bulls, as much as I love EJ, as much as I love Tari's upside, and I think Tari Eason has the ability to be a generational defensive player in this league. But you got to go either Jalen Duren or Mark Williams if they fall to you. You just got to. Bulls are trying to move up or down, according to KC Johnson. Well, we'll see. That was earlier in the day. I don't know if that's still the same right now, just because of how this draft is shaking down. Somebody should fall to the Bulls. So I don't know how much I truly believe that anymore. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, they very well could. They very well could. But I think more than likely what's going to happen if a player falls to the Bulls without them having to move up, they may go ahead and keep their pick and try to move Kobe for something else. All right, let's see what else we got. No, I'll kind of just address that. I think either Jalen Duren or Mark Williams is definitely falling. Octopool Possum says, hi, Hayes. How you doing, bro? I'm good, brother. I'm good. Thank you for joining. We got 120 in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button as well. If Kyrie went to LeBron, then would be the FU to Durant, LOL. Not really, but like to stir the pot. Hey, I know a lot of people do. That's his dad's list. Duren, William, or Jovic if we trade down or pick up another pick. I agree with that. I don't know. It's seeming like it may not be that. I'm telling you guys, if he gets past San Antonio and New York, and he would have to get past Charlotte too, he'll be there. But either way, either him or Duren is falling. Hey, Hayes, how would you get Philly first pick or Thibault? I think they're doing them together. I think you would have to get Thibault to get that first round pick. Would I trade for them if they take Kobe for straight up? Yeah, maybe Kobe in that Portland first. Yeah, I'll do that. Listen, he's a professional. The people had Kobe traded since before this past season started, right? One of my first big videos on this channel was me saying the title was "The Bulls will be crazy to trade Kobe White right now or this season." I think I was the way I worded it because you wanted to give a chance to see what he looked like on an improved team, and people were in there. Haize, you're crazy. There's no way he makes it past February. Haize, I can't believe you're betting your horse on this. You're really going to ride this out? You think Kobe White's going to finish the season with the team? Look at what happened. Now, I do think he's going to be gone now. Hold on. Had to parent real quick. You ain't heard that. The Bulls don't want Harden. They don't want Harden. Maybe the Windy City Bulls want Harden. And where my homie Julie? I got to talk shit about the Warriors smacking Boston in game 6. I don't know. I'm surprised she's not here too. Chicago Bread says he's expecting a lot of trades after pick 10. I agree. It could very well happen. Marvin the motivator in the building says, just to let you know, Haize, I've been watching him during as an up-and-coming star in this league. Mark my words. Oh, you don't got to convince me, brother. One of the reasons I didn't initially cover him, remember, he's one of the prospects I did my initial 24 prospects. I did not cover him. And then I came back seeing how the draft was going and how certain players were falling in certain mock drafts. Then I decided to cover him. But yeah, I agree with you there wholeheartedly. Spurs took Sohan. I'm telling you, see, I'm telling you. Kobe White is garbage. Well, there's nobody named Kobe White that's spelled that way. And Kobe White isn't garbage, right? He's inconsistent, but Kobe White is hardly garbage. Through 3 months, which is half the season, and even in 4, if you want to count it, he was very effective. He 16 points off the bench on over 40% shooting from both 3 and overall from the field. Kobe is not garbage. He's just inconsistent. And that's what the Bulls can't bet on if they're trying to do a championship run when you can get at players that are more consistent than him. But Kobe White is not garbage. Jeremy Sohan is the pick there. He's about, I'm telling you, it's about to, somebody's about to fall. Hey, Haize went Teddy Pettygrass on this kid. Oh, first of all, it's not Teddy. It's Teddy. It's Petty Roosevelt. But I don't go Petty Roosevelt on my kids. I just parent my kids. You guys got to know the relationship between me and my kids. Like we talk crap to each other. But yeah. Bulls balls out. First of all, you got the S and the Z in your name. Bulls balls zout. That's a hell of a name. But love your channel. Thank you, bro. I love you too, man. Julie's in the building. Hey, Haize and chat. What's going on, Julie? Somebody was just looking for you. I can't remember who it was. Teddy Pettygrass. Like gave me a whole entire new nickname. All right, we watching. Listen, I don't care about great players' kids, man. Like shout out to Gary Payton the second. He's not junior because there is another Gary Payton Jr. because I think he was born from a side chick, but nonetheless, like I don't care. I really don't care. Bronny may be the first player to come in and be the son of a former great player, right? Because there's a lot of sons of players that were better than their fathers, but the son of a great player that really does something. Draft day, baby. Oh shit, my eye completely did not see the wire there. I need to clean my glasses off. What's going on, Stephen Gordon? What's going on, brother? I was about to say, who is the baby? Like, you're not talking about the rapper. Dad says, used to love a small pizzeria, Giappo's. Oh, I remember when we used to go there, Dad. What did I used to get from there? I used to get something from there. You used to get the pizza, and I used to get something else. Was it a Euro? It's closed down. I prefer Geno's over Lou's because of the crust, although I prefer their sausage like a few other smaller places first. Everyone is falling in the. I'm telling you guys, this in the mock draft that I use. I'm going to see how accurate it still is. Give me a second. So no, this is where it starts going left because in the mock draft that I trust the most, they had San Antonio drafting Osman Dang here. So that clearly didn't happen. They went Jeremy Sohan, which this mock draft had Jeremy Sohan going to Charlotte at 13, which means they're probably going to take either Jalen Duren or Mark Williams. And if they take either Jalen Duren or Mark Williams there, it still means that one of them are probably going to fall to the Chicago Bulls. I'm holding on to this, man, until it doesn't happen. Until it blows in my face, I'm going to ride this horse all the way out. Then when it blows in my face, I'm going to blame one of you guys. That's just the way it has to happen. Just the way it has to happen. But yeah, that's where we sit right now. Yo, Haize, you think the Bulls should trade Kobe for a late first rounder and select Listen, don't because y'all know I troll, right? When Kofi is not drafted by the second, if Kofi goes undrafted, and if Kai Soto isn't drafted, because listen, the Kai Soto fans, could you believe the Kai Soto fans called me and Pat racist because we said he needed potential. He needed development. We were racist so guess what I got for them? Once Kai Soto doesn't, because they said he was going to be a lottery pick. Kai Soto either doesn't get drafted in the first round or not in the lottery. I'm trolling the whole Philippines is going to have to come to Columbus, Ohio to stop me. Period. The whole Philippines, they're going to have to all bring their ass because I'm on their asses. On it. What do you think we should do with? What do you think we do with Marco? He's going to play. Listen, Marco's put on a lot of weight. Marco, they gave Marco the 3-year deal instead of Io the 3-year deal. Marco's going to play. Now, how good he is in that, we'll see. But Marco's going to play this season. Milton's in the building. He says, "Sup, Haize. I think we're drafting someone, which is cool with seeing how these G League players are getting drafted." That's what really pushed it up, and that's what the thing has always been: is that those younger players coming in the G League, initially starting in this leading up to this draft, they were projected to go low. So all it took is that some of those upper teams to take them, which has been happening, and that pushes some other players down. So mods, come on, mods, we got a spammer in here. We got a spammer in here. No, you got the calzone from there. You're thinking of euros from Panos and Cal City. Okay. See? I was young. I don't remember. All I know is it was good food. Calzone, I remember that. Vo says, "Bro, I'm Filipino too. Some of these fools just want a countryman to root for. That's why. No, it's fine to want to root for your countryman, like right. But don't say or call people a racist because they said, hey, he's gonna need some development. Like that, of all things to call somebody a racist for. Like, I can see if somebody was like, oh, Filipinos are soft. Oh, like something like that. Then like, yeah, y'all racist at that point. But like for say you need some development, come on, man. I ain't never been called a racist before that. Johnny Davis goes here. I'm telling you guys, I keep saying it. Would either Jalen Duren or Mark Williams are falling to the Chicago Bulls. Now, they did have the mock that I used did have Washington picking Johnny Davis. And now I haven't done a lot of research on Johnny Davis. I have not seen him play a lot in college either. I don't even know if I've seen a single game of his. I don't know. But 6'5, 195-pound shooting guard from Wisconsin. Are they preparing for Bradley Beal to leave? That's the question. Yes, is the answer. Yes, is the answer. I'm surprised Malachi Branham Branham wasn't the pick there, but Johnny Davis. Shout out to Johnny Davis for doing this thing. Duran and Mark, I'm telling you guys, they're one of them are falling. We got to see if they get past. If they get past, what the hell happened there? If they get past, San Antonio, but yeah, I mean not San Antonio. If they get past Charlotte, you already passed San Antonio. I got banned from a Bulls forum for saying Finnish fans overrate marketing. Wow, MJ23, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, Hornets won't take two centers. That's what I'm saying. They'll probably take one of them, but that means the other one's probably falling to us. Hold on. All right. All right, come on. We gotta see what's going on. These picks. What are the Knicks doing? Knicks taking Duran. If they, but they, and the reason I would think that they're going to take Mark Williams or Duran, but hearing that they are prepared to offer Mitchell Robinson a multi-year contract makes me think that maybe not. But listen, they'll be crazy not to. Wow, I did complete. Remember when OKC drafted Hashim to beat? Oh man, I do remember that. I do remember that. Like he was a bust, big time. What pick did they draft him at? Do you think the Chicago Bulls would trade the pick to? No, see, that's the thing. I don't think that they trade their 18th pick. Like that would be stupid to get to trade our 18th pick and to have to take Thibault and then take Kobe White and then us get their pick. But no, I think if anything, I really do think that like if we do a trade with because Thibault's contract is less than Kobe White, so technically you can trade Kobe White and get their pick and Thibault back. That's what I think is more than likely to happen. Maybe that's just me being a front runner because I'm a Bulls fan, but that's more than likely what I think is going to happen. Osman to NY? That wouldn't be a bad pick for them. Hashim to beat was second overall. Wow. Wow. See, it's funny that you say that, Chad, because he said they need a center here is critical. Spend your money on scoring, not a defensive center. See, some people would say spend your money. It depends on what you need. You spend money on what you need. What's the most important to you? Everybody weighs something different. Like, for example, the Bulls don't need to spend a bunch of money on center. They need to, I mean, on scoring. They need to spend a bunch of money on a defensive center. So I really think it depends. I really think it depends. Travis, they may get somebody better than that. Y'all can't hear me? Can y'all not hear me? Can everybody? Because CNI Plus is saying he can't hear me. Can everybody hear me? It looks like my audio is coming through on my end. So CNI Plus, there may be something with you, bro. Haize, if we, oh, Knicks is on the clock. Haize, if we re-sign Zach, keep our draft pick, and basically run it back the most of the same year with the team, we're going to need some serious. Well, no, they're not going to run it. The bench is going to be completely different. So keep in mind, if they're going to run it back, it's going to be with the starting five and like the core, Io, Caruso, and Javante, but it's going to be everybody different. They're not going to be bringing back. They're not going to run. They're going to bring somebody in to run the front court. They're going to bring another wing player. So, yeah, a trade. Adam Silver walks like something stuck up his ass. Like it hurts him to step. He looks like Nosferatu. Usman Zhang. Shout out to him. Do. Do. He looked like Mr. Potato. No, like he literally looks like old school Nosferatu, like the old black and white one, the Silent Film one. That's Adam Silver, like legit. That is Adam Silver. They brought him back. Why you got to flame Count Silver? Listen, man. Hey, I flame everybody, fam. This is what I do. Uh oh, trades coming in. Multiple first round picks moving forward. So does that mean in this draft or in the future draft? OKC's going full rebuild here. So they get Osman. Are they going to draft a guard here now? It's going to be interesting. See, listen, and this is why, like, to the point that I think it was Chad that made before, is that listen, the Knicks probably looked at it and said, "Listen, we're about to re-sign Mitchell Robinson. Let's get some future first round picks in this mug." Listen, I would love Ochai Agbaji, but if Mark Williams and Jalen Duren are on the board, either one of those, you got to take one of those. This is what, listen, Acme is doing. Everybody just kept screaming when I did the poll. Hell, I said I was going to give away a free tee, and everybody's like, "Oh, they're trading the pick." Not everybody, but a lot of people, they're trading the pick. Just pick a name. You could get a free tee. They're trading the pick. AK and Eversley may do the right thing. I mean, not the right thing, but may end up getting lucky here, standing pat and getting the player that they really want and be able to move Kobe in a separate deal. That may be what's happening right here. We'll see. We'll see. Some of you guys are behind. You still commenting on the weekend here. You got to go ahead, scroll that thing right on forward and get live with us. Chet Holmgren looks like a butch lesbian in their first year of transition, and I don't mean that to offend anybody, but Chet Holmgren literally looks like the butch lesbian before they start hard. Their face starts getting manly, but they cut their hair. That's what Chet Holmgren looks like. What would your thoughts be on trading for Kuzma off the bench? Kuzma's contract is way too much, so I'm not keen on that at all. Let me check his contract just to make sure. But that contract, that's not easily tradable. $13 million a year. That's a hell of a. I like the idea of Kuzma coming off the bench, depending on who else we get. But that is a hell of a contract to bring in off the bench. My bad. I did say Mutt move. All right. My bad. I did say trade the pick. LOL. I thought that was an option and I picked Williams. Oh, man. Isaac, you would be crazy to draft EJ Liddell if Mark Williams or Jalen Duren fall. I agree with you that I've thought he was going to be the pick, but you'd be crazy if Jalen Duren or Mark Williams are on the board. You'd be crazy to draft EJ Liddell over him as much as I love EJ. I love EJ Liddell, and he's probably going to have a better rookie season, depending on the team he goes to if he get minutes, than Mark Williams. But you have to take Mark Williams if he's there. Telling you, Chet Holmgren may be the first female to play in the NBA. You got the same cut and beard like Big Perk. No, I don't. That's no. All black people do not look alike, Joker. That's not what's happening here. We all do not look alike. First of all, we are two vastly different complexions, and he has a shadow fade on his beard. That's it. It's not the same, bro. It's not the same. Come on, man. I need you to go to a couple black barbers. They'll tell you it's not nearly the same. To select Kofi and Shaq's son, no floor spacing be damned. We gonna run at you every step of the way. We're playing football out there. That's what that would mean. They're playing a different sport on the court. This listen, this we about to be. Charlotte is going to take either Jalen Duren or Mark Williams. So be in mind, Charlotte is taking one of them, but that means that they're not going to take the other one at the 15th pick. I'm Tari Eason, Jalen Duren, Mark Williams, one of them are falling to the Chicago Bulls. And they may trade Kobe for a later pick to get still EJ Liddell. Imagine if you could bring Mark Williams and EJ Liddell in one draft, two players that are ready to go right now for you. Mark Williams defensively is ready to go right. Defensively, shot blocking, rebounding, he's ready to go right now. EJ Liddell is ready to go for everything else off the bench. If the Bulls can, this would be one of the best nights in Bulls draft history if they're able to get both these players in this draft. Now, am I hopeful that I'm being too hopeful? Probably, right? First of all, we not doing no light skin slander. And the only person who looks like they can be a DeBarge is that's Pat the designer. So I gotta, you know what that means? I gotta bring in my Pat the designer long pause. Hold on. If the Bulls can draft Mark Williams and EJ Liddell, that's Pat the designer. Hold on, we got a pick coming in. Jalen Williams is a pick here. They get a guard. Jalen Williams is a hell of a player as well. All right, I got to do Pat be in it too. Pat be like, if Pat would be a great like play-by-play guy. And with the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the OKC Thunder just drafted Jalen Williams. That's Pat. That's how Pat the designer would have just did that. Oh, Pat is gonna kill me when we record Locked On Bulls later tonight. He's gonna kill me. Wow. Oh God. Woo. By the way, we will be going live twice on Locked On Bulls tonight. We have to go live for 15 minutes after the pick to react to the pick. And then we're going to be doing our actual episode for tomorrow live as well. So be on the lookout for that. First of all, y'all were killing. Yes, I'm being extra black right now, brushing my waves while I'm live streaming, but that's what happens. Y'all were killing Pat in the comments today too of that video. Y'all called they called that man fanny pack era Dwayne Johnson, and that shit took me out. Man. You got some good internet. I got that gig, bro. Boy, I got that gigabyte internet. And I have a souped up computer. I got a custom built PC to do streaming on and video because I do tons of video editing. So like my computer can render a 6K 1 hour long movie in 45 minutes. That's why I get these videos out as fast. If you guys have ever noticed, like, hey, the news just dropped 15 minutes ago, and somehow Haize got a 5-minute video out, posted and ready to go in 15 minutes because my computer edits video like this. Like those 5 and 10-minute episodes of Chicago Bulls Central literally take 3 minutes to render and export. That gigabyte internet be on it, man. So make sure y'all are also subscribed to Locked On Bulls. Hit that notification button because we will. Matter of fact, once the Bulls make their pick, a little while, I'm probably going to wait about 5 or 10 minutes afterwards. I'll probably wait to the end of the first round. I'm going to have to stop this live stream. I'm going to have to go live over on Locked On Bulls for a 15-minute video reacting to the pick. And then we'll come back at the start of the second round and we'll live stream from Locked On Bulls and do our full Friday episode live for you guys, reacting to the second round and everything. So All right, we got to see. I think Mark Williams is going here. Not at 15. I think he's going at 12. I think he's going at 12. And then I think they'll draft a guard at their 15th pick. I mean 13. 13, sorry, 13. So, we'll see. Yep, Noel, we talked about that swap. We talked about it. They didn't actually swap. It seemed like the OKC kept both picks, and the Knicks are going to get future first round picks. So you just know Pat the designer walks like this. That's how Pat walks when he's into it, like he's walking through the mall. You just know Pat the designer because, like, have you ever noticed how Pat, like, this part of his body doesn't move, but somehow his neck and shoulders do? Like and like it's like I have to move my whole torso to do that. I don't know if he got an extra tendon or something, but yeah, I have no idea. Duren to Charlotte. All right, Jalen Duren's going to Charlotte. So that means that Mark Williams may be falling to the Chicago Bulls here. So Houston may be the one to take Mark Williams. If Charlotte takes Jalen Duren here at 12, they're not going to take another big at 15 unless they're just doing some shit none of us understand. We'll see. Kendrick Perkins, like, come on, Perk. Yep. So Woj also said the 12th pick was not part of the Knicks trade. So they actually keep the 11th and the 12th pick. So they got both Jalen Duren and Osman Jang. That's a hell of a draft for them. Hell of a draft. I think they have a later first round pick as well, don't they? Let me check. I'm tripping. I'm set tripping. Pay me no mind. They do have the 34th pick is probably what I was thinking about. The Pistons are getting Jalen Duren at number 13. The Pistons, not the Knicks. The Pistons have traded for Jalen Duren at number 13. The Pistons are making moves out here, y'all. The Pistons are acquiring Jalen Duren. What? What? The Bulls should have made that trade, man. I don't know what they gave up, but they should have made that trade, bro. So they're going to take Mark Williams. Now Charlotte's going to still take Mark Williams at number 15. Watch. They're still going to take Mark Williams at number 15. So that blew my whole thing up. I guarantee you Charlotte at number 15 is taking Mark Williams now. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Wow. Wow, the Pistons have traded for Jalen Duren. Now Charlotte is going to also take Mark Williams at number 15. We got close, y'all. We got close. We almost had it. Again, I wasn't taking any consideration in the trades in that. That's crazy, man. That's wild, man. Wild, man. Hey, shout out to the Pistons for making that move to really rebuild their team. They really rebuilt their team in one draft. Like look at what they did from the moment they drafted Cade Cunningham till now. From one draft to another, they have completely reshaped that team. They've gotten younger. They've gotten a lot. We'll see how many of those prospects actually hit. but they've gotten a lot younger. So in our division, this is about to be really interesting. Wait, since who has like the Knicks don't have Jalen Duren, the Pistons have Jalen Duren, so the Knicks is probably still re-signing. Dad says the Pistons are going to be good. Yeah, they're going to be good in our division. That's going to be a tough team. For somebody who asked, where does it say? There you go. Woj has the Jalen Duren is going to the Pistons. Yes, Hornets traded Jihad. They traded Jalen Duren to the Pistons. We don't know for what, but he's going to the Pistons. Wow. Wow, this is a fun draft. This is I listen, I respect what these teams are doing. The Pistons have completely rebuilt their team. And whereas the Bulls did it, for example, the Bulls did it with veterans, right? They rebuilt that team. The Pistons are redoing it with youth because they're really trying to take as many bites at that apple as they can get. Listen, shout out to them for doing what they can. They are really rebuilding that team down there. Listen, we got over 100 people in the chat. We got 66 likes. Let's get some more likes in here. I don't usually ask for likes. Let's get a few more likes in there. What the fuck was that? Kimba to Detroit? That's part of the trade? Kimba's going to Detroit? Let me go check out what these Woj bombs. Cleveland is getting Ochai Agbaji, which that's a good pick for them. Woj just tweeted. So Ochai is going over to Cleveland. So this has been an interesting draft. Where do people keep getting the Knicks got Durant? Oh, for Kimba? Wait, so they traded Kimba's going to Detroit and they're sending now Jalen Duren to the Knicks? What? Wow, they're sending Kimba Walker to the Pistons for Jalen Duren? That's interesting. That is really take away everything I just said about the that's unexpected. That's unexpected. Mm. Hey, shout out to them for doing their thing. All right. New Orleans is about to take Mark Williams here and crush all of our souls. That's a weird trade. Like the way that whole thing just went down is the Pistons are stupid. You traded for Kimba Walker for a team like Jalen Duren has the chance to be a generational defensive talent. Wow. Pistons going that's something I would expect the Knicks to do, right? Like, I mean, not the Knicks, expect the Kings to do. That is a move that you would expect the Kings to do. Should trade a young player like Jalen Duren for Kimba Walker. And that's not to shit on Kimba Walker, but what is that, man? If I was that fan base, I'd be pissed right now. I'd be pissed. My dad says, "Damn!" Just like when I wait on Bears picks, few picks before, then everyone comes off our board. Yep, yep. Mark Williams is about to come off here in a second. No, the Pistons traded Jalen Duren for Kimba. Is what they're saying. Sham said. So no, they don't got Duren and Kimba. They traded Duren for Kimba. The Pistons are sending the Hornets 2025 first round pick via Milwaukee in the Duren trade. Sources tell Detroit got that pick from Portland. Let me see what Shams got going on. Let's see. I don't because Woj has not said anything about the Knicks yet. I don't know if Shams is high. I'm going to see what Shams is talking about. Knicks acquired Jalen Duren and moved him with Kemba Walker to the Pistons. Wait, no, Knicks acquired Duren and moved him with Kemba Walker to the Pistons? Yeah, so the Knicks didn't get Duren. How did the Knicks acquire Duren? What? So at least what it seems like's happening is that no, the Pistons got Kemba and Jalen Duren. Now, if that's what they did, that's a hell of a move. Yeah. Yeah. No, the Pistons did not send Jalen Duren to the Knicks. Jalen Duren is staying with the Pistons, and they have acquired Kemba Walker in a separate move. Shams and Woj are basically saying opposite things right now. So we don't know what's going on. I'm Team Woj every day. Every day. Every day. I don't really fuck with Shams. Told you, bro. Told me what? I listen, I don't even mean that sarcastically. There's been so much shit that happened in the stream. I have no idea. But it seems like, as of right now, that the Pistons have got Jalen Duren and Kemba Walker. That's a good trade. That's a good move. Now that I don't have any qualms with. That's a good move. Okay, it looks like Shams has cleaned it up as well. And Mark Williams is going to Charlotte with the number 15 pick. So Mark Williams is off the board. So there you go. Yeah, so the Pistons are keeping Jalen Duren. Let's be clear. Woj just tweeted this 14 seconds ago. The Pistons are keeping Jalen Duren. They got Kemba Walker and Jalen Duren, two separate deals. And Mark Williams just got selected by Charlotte at 15. So there goes that. But Tari Easton's still going to be there, probably. Damn, we were that close. All the Bulls had to do was make a move, man. We were close. We were close. Damn. Damn. That sucks, man. All right. All right. Do the Bulls make a move now? They don't necessarily have. Damn. I'm glad I went live early because technically right now is when I would have been coming on live had I stuck to my original schedule. Tari reminds you of Kobe White. How? They don't play anything alike. What are you, Travis, bro? You smoking that good stuff, man. There you go. There you go. Mark Williams off the board. They was almost there, bro. Almost there. Almost. Almost don't count, but almost there. Mark Williams stays in North Carolina. Dad says, "Damn, told you." Hey, I'm still surprised that Mark Williams was not a lottery pick. He was not a lottery pick. Not that many people would have thought that coming into this draft. That's crazy. Noel says Tari Eason, AJ Griffin's not on the Bulls board. Malachi Brandon, one of them is going to be a Bull. We'll see. I don't know if they go guard here. We'll see. We'll see. What I will say is that Malachi Branham, especially having if you can have him mentor. I know a lot of people are like, no, Patrick Williams is a 3. I think Patrick Williams is going to be a 4. You can Malachi Branham could eventually take over from DeMar DeRozan as the starting 3. You seem disappointed. I'm only disappointed. I got my not only because me, I got my own hopes up because I looking at the board, I thought because and had that Detroit pick not happened, either Jalen Duren or Mark Williams would have fell to the Bulls. So I had like just doing the math on everything, predictions on everything. I just really started getting excited by the idea that one of those guys were going to fall to the Bulls. And yeah, it didn't happen. But listen, coming into the draft, I wouldn't have expected it to happen. So hey, there it goes. We are not trading for Rudy Gobert. D-Dub, we're not trading for Rudy Gobert. I'm telling you, we are not trading for Rudy Gobert. Watch. Josh said, I'm with you, Haize. That one got to me too, man. Yeah, it was so close, man. So close, man. So close. So close. You called it too, that Williams going to the Hornets, man. Yeah, I've been saying that for a while. That's crazy. Nah, it seems like he's about to get drafted. So unless the Bulls are going, unless a trade gets made, it seems like he's about to get selected. Atlanta is focused on Duke's AJ Griffin. So it looks like AJ Griffin is going to Atlanta, which is a solid pick for them. It's wild, man. This has been a fun night. This has been fun. My first draft. This has been fun. Super chat. We winning the title next year, baby. We hope so. Listen, well, how did they get to 229 in the chat? First of all, thank you guys for tuning in to Chicago Bulls Central. I appreciate that. The Bulls are they're about to be on there. Malachi Branham to the Bulls. I would not mind that at all. Not mind that at all. Spider-Man's in the building. Mike's in the building. He says, fuck, man, we almost had Mark Williams. Well, almost doesn't count. Almost doesn't count. Keep Ty far away from my team. Ty, almost everybody on AJ's not going. They just said Atlanta's about to draft AJ. Keep Ty off my team. Kessler's somebody you trade down for. I don't know if the Bulls are trading down, and they could possibly get a lower first round pick without giving up their own 18th. I think Liddell's going to be the pick here. All right, here we go. What we got? Julie with the $5 super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate that. As AJ Griffin is drafted by the Atlanta Hawks, we are almost on the clock for those that are asking. The Bulls are almost on the clock. We got one more pick before us. Houston Rockets are picking. I think who's going to be the picker for the Houston Rockets? I think Tari Eason is going to be the picker for the Houston Rockets. I think that's who's going to be the picker for the Houston Rockets, which means the Bulls are going to have their pick between Malachi Branham or go EJ Liddell. Rockets taking Easton. That's what I see as well. That's what I see happening as well. Hey, Haize, if the Bulls select the next great big man, Kofi, will I see Petty? Yes, absolutely. You're going to see Petty either way. You probably weren't in here, Milton, that, when the draft is all done tonight, I got 2 troll videos dropping in the morning. One for the Kofi fans and the one for the Kai Soto fans. Because, listen, oh, yeah, it didn't happen too. By the way, we got an alert. Hold on. Let me change my shit. Hold on. Where's my shit? Kai Soto has not been drafted in the lottery as his fans thought they were going to be. Shout out to the Philippines, man. Y'all got to hold that L. Everybody who called me and Pat racist because we said that he wasn't going to be a lottery pick and he needed some development. Told y'all. And I can't wait till the second round goes, because when Kofi goes undrafted, this is what I got for y'all. That's what I got for y'all. That's all I got for y'all. But for real, Haize, you're the hardest working Bulls content creator. I appreciate that, fam. Everybody puts in a lot of work, but I really do appreciate that. That means the world to me. Super chat from Chi-Town Javier says, I hope Moussa Diabate is on the Bulls roster. Shout out. Yeah, I like Musa, but I think Musa could be a second round pick. I like Musa. Let's get Nikola Jovic. We'll see. Yo, Haize, you still down with Kai, bro? Just undrafted pickup? As an undrafted pickup, absolutely. I'm only killing him because his fans literally trying to call me and Pat racist because we said the man needs some development. Like that's what it was, man. Hold on. Because listen, I had the hat here. The hat's here because if you see me reach over and the hat comes on backwards, Petty's about to come out. So far today, Petty has not needed to come out. Everybody's been on their best behavior. We've been in here having a good time. I ain't had to bring Petty Roosevelt out. But the hat is right here ready to go, right? The hat is ready to go. Bull straight loading. Let's see. I'm refreshing. Tari Easton's about to get drafted by the Houston Rockets, as we all thought. Oh, picks in. Oh, I was like, wait a second, what? Okay, they're playing some shit. Rogers almost went off. By the way, I gotta order the Chicago Bulls draft hat. Gotta order that. The Bulls I don't think they're trading the pick, y'all. I don't think they're trading the pick. I think they may trade Kobe, but I don't think they're trading the pick with Kobe. Rookie of the year being in Houston, brother. I don't know if that happens for you, man. Come on, Houston, make that pick so we can get on with the Bulls, bro. Make that pick, bro. Well, Tari Easton is about to go to Houston. We'll see if it's EJ Liddell is the pick here. Maybe Malachi Branham. Dre Baker talking my language. Shot. I would have my son bring my tequila down, But that being on camera is not a good look. It's having my son walk down here with a bottle of tequila. So that's not gonna happen. But we'll see. It is shot worthy though. Fuck Kofi. He is not an NBA caliber. That's what I've been telling people all the time. Listen, the hat is ready. Look, I'm not even going to turn it around. I'm going to pick it up and immediately put it on backwards. But anyway, to everybody who said that Kai Soto was going to be a lottery pick and I was tripping because I said he needs some development. Hold that L. To all the Kofi fans, that man ain't getting drafted. It's not happening. Y'all might as well go ahead and get it over with. See, I'm an actual tequila drinker. I don't drink that. Like Casamigos got that vibe. People just all of a sudden Casamigos is not good tequila. Clase Azul is my tequila choice. So it's pronounced Coburn, but yeah, Cockburn is like a listen. The draft hats are fire, but they have a black one. New Era has a black one that's Chicago. So every team has the white one, but New Era has a black version of it for the Chicago Bulls, and that motherfucker looks amazing. Amazing. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Let me go check these likes while we're waiting on Houston to get this damn pick in so the Bulls can pick. Come on, man. We 125. Okay, we at 125 likes. That's cool. That's cool. We can rock with that. We rock with the 125 likes. Come on, Bulls, get that pick in, brother. All right, Houston got the pick in. All right. That was to be expected. Now, Bulls, let's do this. Let's do this, Chicago. Let's do this. I just wanted to make that sound. I don't even know why I picked that. Did that fit anything we have going on right now? No, it did not. But I just wanted to use it. Not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna hold you. But anyway, Kofi Coburn fans, hold that L. Hold that L for all the Kofi fans. Come on, Chicago. Kemba Walker and the Pistons are expected to discuss a contract buyout that will allow him to become a free agent, which makes sense. They saved so much money on that Jeremy Grant deal, considering they were able to trade him into a trade exception. They're going to go ahead and buy out Kemba Walker. So that actually makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. Pistons are being really smart. What franchise is this? The Pistons are being really smart right now. All right, well, Shams, give me something on the Bulls, man. What are y'all doing? Y'all had everybody else's picks early. Where's our pick? It must listen, it's going to be a trade. Chicago Bulls are selecting Dalen Terry at number 18? What? What the fuck is that? What? Dalen Terry was not projected to go into the 20s, and he's a point guard. What the hell are the Bulls doing right now? The Bulls are about to draft Dalen Terry at number 18. It got to be a trade coming. I refuse to believe that this is the pick. What the fuck is happening? What? No, this has to be a trade. It has to be a trade. This has to be a trade. AK, do not do this to me. They have to be trading down for EJ Liddell. I refuse to believe. Dalen Terry? No. It got to be a trade coming. I refuse to believe this. This got to be a trade coming. What? This is definitely a Garpax pick. That's a guard packs picks if I ever seen one. Haha, AK's tied up in a chair and guards using his phone. No. Dalen Terry? No. No. Wait, but what does that mean for Lonzo Ball? If the Bulls are keeping this, what does that mean for Lonzo Ball? But still, what? I said it. I said it. CNI Plus. Didn't I say it? I covered 28 draft prospects. There are only 30 picks in the first round. I covered 28 prospects and I said, watch, they pick somebody or trade the pick that's not even on this list. What the fuck is this? There has to be a trade. There has to be a trade. Dalen Terry? No, I refuse to believe that this is he staying with the Bulls. I refuse to believe this. Come on, man. Come on, bruh. Come on, fam. Come on, man. Come on, bro. What the fuck is this, fam? I refuse to believe. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. What the fuck? We all listen. If this ends up being the pick, we all gotta hold this L. We all gotta hold the L. We gotta all hold the L. What the hell is this? This has to be a trade coming. It has to be a trade. What? Who? What? Shams shared it. Efren. Shams the only one. Woj has not tweeted anything as of yet about the Bulls pick. Still has not. This is why I don't fuck with Shams, bruh. This is why I don't fuck with Shams. First of all, if this is wrong, I'm blocking Shams on everything. Hold on. Dalen Terry? Dalen Terry. Dalen Terry. Who is this? I'm watching Shams thing right. Oh, shit. My bad, y'all. What? This can't be life right now. This can't be life, man. Until Woj tweets it, I don't believe it. Until Woj tweeted, I don't believe it. Until Woj tweeted, I don't believe it. If Woj tweets it, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Woj still is not tweeting anything. Shams was already wrong earlier saying Jalen Duren was going to the Knicks, so let's hope he's wrong here again. Or the trade is announced shortly thereafter. What? What the fuck? I need a deal announced. Dalen Terry? What the hell are you thinking? Dalen Terry? That's what you got for me? Dalen Terry? Come on, AK. Come on, Eversley. That's why AK didn't want to come to the press conference afterwards. What the fuck is that? What? What? Come on, fam. Come on. I don't want to hear none of this shit. He was a sophomore, 8 points per game on 36% three-point shooting. He took 2.1, only hit 0.8 of those, 50% shooting from the field. Come on, fam. He only took a total of 6 field goals a game? Bruh. All right, NAK we trust is done. Unless a trade is announced, in this whole NAK we trust shit is done. It's done. What the fuck is this, man? What the fuck is this? I need a deal announced immediately. If I have to go leave this and go do the live on Locked On Bulls and this is still the pick, oh, be prepared for the fucking rant that I have coming. Because what the hell is this? What? Somebody make it make sense. Somebody make it make sense. Somebody make it make sense. Dalen Terry? Not Jason. Not Jason. Dalen Terry was the pick here for the Chicago Bulls. What the fuck? Who just said Dalen Terry was still in the draft? Come on, fam. Come on, bro. I'm gonna read his weaknesses from this draft website. Dalen Terry, offensive game still needs a lot of work. Obviously has a lot of potential as a combo guard that facilitates but struggles to run a team. So you have potential to run a team, but you struggle. Plays a little uptight with stiff hips, lacks great fluidity in his step, plays better in the open floor, and needs to work on becoming a better facilitating the pick and roll. Must develop his scoring ability. Averaged just 6.6 points per game in 2 seasons at Tuscan. Only averaged 8 points per game as a sophomore on Arizona's number one seeded tourney team. His shot has improved as evidenced by his 36% three-point shooting clip, but still needs work. Shot selection and decision making improved, but must continue to get better. Not a good spot up shoot. What the fuck does he do good? What does he do good? Everything that you need from basketball, they just said the motherfucker doesn't do. What? What? Come on, fam. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. A guard. This is bullshit, man. He sounds like the new. Oh, I lost it. He sounds like the new Troy Brown Jr. project. Whoa. What? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's wild. Listen, see this. I gotta stop when people say dumb shit like this. We traded our entire team for Vooch. We did not. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta stop being these knee jerk. Like our entire team, we traded one player and 2 future firsts. That was our whole team, and that team sucked anyway. So fuck it. Even if we did trade it, that team was trash. Come on, y'all gotta stop with this bullshit. Hey, listen, this is one thing. Maybe AK sees something that we don't. Maybe they see something that we don't. Maybe AK sees this guy, much like he saw in Patrick Williams, and sees, hey, this guy is going to be something. Maybe there's a chance of that. But wow, this guy could have been gotten in the 20s. That's crazy, man. That is wild, bro. That's wild. I mean, hey, listen, AK may see something that we don't. Or maybe a trade coming. Shout out to Dad. Dad says maybe trade to Philly coming. Maybe. Maybe AK buying his own hype over being amazing and finding draft talent. Hey, listen, he has found a lot of talent in the draft. But I'm not, listen, look at the fucking trade offer the Wolves house got. They got 2 firsts. I'm pretty sure the Grizzlies offer that to us. That means we turn. Don't see, no, when you try to do, that's too many layers of thinking. And I don't mean to say that like you're stupid. I don't mean that. But to say, hey, the Wolves got this, which means that Grizzlies probably offered it. Like, no, that doesn't always mean that. That doesn't always mean that. Listen, and I hate when people say this too. And this is again, check his highlights. If a player looks bad after looking at their highlights, then they're literally crap. You can make anybody look good with highlights. I guarantee you can put a highlight package together for Cristiano Felicio that would make people think just based off the highlights that he was any type of competent NBA player. Don't come to me with no check the highlights. Fuck that. Check the numbers. What those advanced analytics look like. The highlights? Come on, man. Haize, we can't even use this pick to go along with the trade. No, we could. During the draft, we could, but come on, man. Crazy. Okay, Z Dub, let me ask you something. How would Coburn be picked up by us in the second round? And why? What do you see in Kofi Coburn? Come on. Listen, we playing short all year. We're guard heavy on this team already. Listen, I'm telling you right now, Patrick Williams is going to be playing some small ball center. What happened with Brick? What just happened? Wow, 328 people in the chat. Thank you for joining us, even though you just saw me lose my shit a little bit. But you know, it is what it is. It comes with the territory. I'm a little crazy. People know I'm unhinged, so it is what it is. The Spurs are about to take Malachi Branham. Still no rumors about any Bulls trades that I'm seeing right now. Dalen Terry. Dalen Terry. Hey, man. Shout out to Dalen Terry for getting that thing. Whew, man. That's crazy. Hey, check out Dalen Terry in Summer League. Check him out. Maybe he'll wow us. Check out the Dalen Terry. He's going to average 20. He's going to be the next Denzel Valentine. He's going to be the Summer League champion. CNI Plus says I don't remember seeing him on any mock drafts in the first one. No, he's honestly he was slated to go about 25 in a lot of mock drafts, but that's why I didn't. Kofi is better than any first round pick in what? Maybe if MLB players were selected in the NBA draft, maybe Kofi better than that first round pick. No, still no. It's still a competent basketball player. Kofi Coburn is literally. Listen. This is Kofi Coburn's official sound effect because that's what is going to be his career. That's going to be his career. You real hot right now, bro. Trust there's something in the works. Listen. But the thing is what if it's not? We can't just bet that there's something in the works. They may very well keep this. They may very well keep this pick. This may be their pick. This may be what AK. Listen, AK, he can find talent. Newton says, dude, I'm disappointed. I expect more for AKME. I guess this is going to be a conversation for tomorrow when we break him down. I'm going to play a little bit of his video as well. But like, my question is what type of player would Dalen Terry have to turn into for that disappointment to go away? If he comes in and he's a solid 3-and-D player in the first year, do you then say, hey, all right, 18 pick, we get a solid 3-and-D player, but then over the next, because he's about to be 20 years old, over the time that he develops, he turns into something a little bit more. Malachi Branham was right there, could have been a wing. Kai Branham to the Spurs. That now see if the Bulls would have picked Malachi Branham and what he projects to be defensively and offensively, I wouldn't have tripped off that as much. Even though I thought EJ, even though like whatever, but wow, they must really They must really see something in him. Can we only trade Dalen today, or do we have a time limit to package him? No, keep in mind that newly drafted players, I can't remember the exact date, but I don't think that they can be traded until January. So if he's not traded on draft day, rookie players can't be traded. It's some time in January. Hold on, let me see. Trying to see if I can find it. Okay, so if they're not traded on draft day, they cannot be traded for 30 days after they sign their contract. So if that's correct, I don't know if that's correct or not. That's just what I came up with a quick Google. Um, but yeah, that's crazy. So Cap says, "How you look at our team and think, you know what? More guards. Listen, this what could be happening. This is what could be happening. So let me try to calm everyone down. They could legitimately EJ Liddell can go much later in this draft. We could not see a Bulls trade until EJ Liddell's on the clock, and the Bulls just trade to get him if he's their target. I'm just using that as a thing. But he could very well be the pick. This could be the pick. Man, this is crazy, fam. This is crazy. We'll see. I'm staying on until the end of the first round, so I will be here in the pick 30. Yo's in the building. He says, "Has anyone picked up EJ Liddell yet?" No, nobody's picked up EJ Liddell yet. Adrian says, "Hey man, he's probably getting traded, Haize, but he's actually a really interesting prospect. He reminds me a lot of Herb Jones, but I don't know, man. I hear you about probably looking at rim protection in free." Well, that's the thing that I've always said, right? Is that the Bulls didn't necessarily have to address rim protection in this draft. They have a $10 million mid-level exception. They have a $5 million trade player exception. They have better minimum contracts. They still have plenty of ways to add shot blocking and rim protection and rebounding to this team. But with that being said, um, this is a very interesting pick for a team that is very guard heavy. Even if you take Lonzo Ball being healthy, if he's not ready to start the season, you still have Io, you still have Caruso, you still have Javonte Green, who's now moving back to playing some two and three. Have Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan. So it's an interesting pick from the standpoint of that. Oh man, I just hey hey. Shay, let me explain this to you. Why trade for EJ Liddell when you could have had him right there? Considering the Bulls are about to be as close to the luxury tax as possible, if they trade for a later pick, they don't have to pay him as much. That also means that his first extension isn't as much. So it's a lot of things that could go into why you want to take somebody that and why pay more for somebody if you can get them later. So there's some thoughts that if he is end up being traded, but we'll see. We'll see. So we'll see. Hey, but I've always said it's in AK we trust until they fuck up. That's always what I've said. It was never blind love, right? It's never blind trust. If you fuck up, you fuck up. But we'll see if this ends up being a fuck up. We'll see. We'll see. Milton says, "Stop, Hayes. Just stop. This can't be it. Acme been taking big swings since they've been. There's got to be more. If not, I'm crying into the cool side of the pillow." Hey, man. Hey, where's Brandon L. Jet? I'm really surprised Brandon L. Jet hasn't been in here yet. We got a pick coming in. Trade? Oh, we already knew about this one. That's crazy. Still no rumors of any Bulls trades right as of right now. Hey, listen. AK said, "Hey, all those expectations, Haize, all those draft player profiles that you did, we appreciate you, but fuck all that." That's crazy. That's wild, fam. Dalen Terry's wingspan is 7 feet three quarters inch, which is almost 7.1. Okay, listen, that's crazy. Listen, this is I appreciate the mindset. Dalen Terry on this. On being projected as a late first rounder, Dalen Terry said there's going to be a redraft in 10 years and it's going to be different. Hey, all right. I mean, hey, I could absolutely be wrong on this. That's crazy. This is unexpected, but hey, could still very much work. I would love to be wrong. Love to be wrong. I kind of just went over this above stars. It's not as simple as just picking somebody because they're like you can pay less money on extension, things like that if they do trade to get them later. That's if they happen. Oh, bro, listen, this from don't apologize, bro. I'm just y'all you should know me by now. I'm gonna throw some shit, but like it is what it is, man. We can see. We'll see what happens, man. He could turn into a steal. Yeah, I mean he's small as far as weight wise, right? He's gonna have to put on some weight in a frame, 195 pounds, but being 6'7" with a 7 foot wingspan, that's interesting. And he's athletic on top of that. We'll see. We'll see. We're getting younger and more athletic. So we'll see. But wow, talk about an unexpected turn of events tonight. To go from the highs of thinking that from the highs of thinking that Mark Williams may fall to that, right? Also, Minnesota is about to take Walker Kessler. So hey, if we don't get a so we'll see what happens. Yeah, Hayes' measurements are crazy. They are crazy. They are crazy. A meets in the building. Says, "What up, Hayes? I just hit you up." Yeah, hey man, I'm live. I haven't checked anything. And Meat also says I'm not too Brandon L. Jets in the building. He says I'm not too mad with this pick. Oh, Brandon L. Jet says I'm not giving this guy a chance. AK bomb that pick. All right, Brandon L. Jet coming out swinging the haymakers, bro. My guy. He said he's not giving him a chance. He said fuck all that. Minnesota is taking Walker Kessler here. Shout out to Walker Kessler, reigning defensive player in the collegiate basketball. So the Grizzlies did take Kessler, but he's on his way to Minnesota. They made a trade for that pick, so he's on his way to Minnesota. Charles says we might have found the next Scottie Pippen. That's a tall order there, brother. But hey, we'll see. I can't wait for Bulls fans who don't realize that the Bulls can't immediately trade the pick once the draft's over with to be like, "Oh, we're absolutely getting Rudy Gobert." Mm, I wouldn't bet on that. We got 400 in the chat, 400 watching live. Thank you for tuning in to Chicago Bulls Central. But wow, what a turn of events for the day, guys. For y'all thinking that both the pick and Kobe go somewhere that's very hard to do, being that they're both guards. Yeah, yeah. Julie says 408 watch. Make sure you hit that like button. Thank you. Laughing my ass off. Going to take tomorrow to get rid of you. Yeah, that's not happening. When's the draft going to be over? When the draft is finished, when all 60 picks are in there. My guy, come on, Tune. All right, do we get a trade here with the Sixers? Let's see what we got. Let's see what Woj has. That's crazy, man. That is wild. Things have gone really, really interesting. This has been an interesting. This is fun, man. This has been fun. I will say, this has been fun. Hey, listen, you know why Woj didn't tweet about, because isn't Woj the one who leaked Lonzo Ball was signing to the Chicago Bulls super early and we got fined? Maybe they didn't send it to him. Trade AK for KD. This is crazy. Damn. Damn. Most likely they get rid of White and they still pick up a big. Patience, my guy. Well, I wouldn't say that's most likely. That's what you think may happen. I wouldn't say that that's most likely. That may be what happened, but at this point, most bigs who can contribute right now, if we're talking about in the draft, are gone. Um, so we'll see. The pick makes no sense. We have got to be trading or something. No, not necessarily. It's not. I wouldn't say that necessarily. When you look, hey, DeMar is here for a good time, not a long time. If they do see something there could be a chance that they look at him being the DeMar replacement. For those who think, hey, Patrick Williams has to slide back to the three, we may be seeing Patrick Williams as a four from now on. We'll see. Like it's a lot. It's a lot still up in the air. So we'll see. So Philly makes the trade with Memphis. No, I agree with you, brother. I completely agree with you that I think Malachi would have been a better one, but we'll see. I wouldn't say great. You can't say anything's great until you see it, right? Because there's a lot of players who are just long and smart. But we'll see what he plays. We'll see if he comes. He very well. We could very well talk about him shining at summer league because he was on a stack team. We could very well talk about him earning minutes with his defense and intensity, and over the course of the season, he could win a lot of people over. And maybe, just maybe, the Bulls have their eyes on a big in the free agent market to where they felt they didn't have to draft one. Man, that's crazy. EJ Liddell is still on the board, by the way, guys. This is why I say that it maybe the Bulls do. Maybe they acquire a late first. We got Milwaukee on the board now. We still got San Antonio to pick as well. We got Dallas after that. Um, these are some teams that may be interested in moving their picks. So like, don't be like, we'll see. And it still may end up that Dalen Terry is on the Bulls and just pick up something else. But we'll see. We'll see. D Dub, this isn't EJ Liddell falling. EJ Liddell was originally selected to go in the second, projected to go in the second round. Keep that in mind. EJ Liddell was originally projected to go in the second round, and he stayed there for the longest. Now, lately in the last few weeks, he's moved up, and I think that's because some teams did think the Bulls were going to draft him. But even in the mock that I'm looking at now, EJ Liddell is slated to be the 31st pick. That's the second round. So it's not really, I don't think EJ's falling. I think he's always been there. Now, to Jackie's point here, it says watch Liddell fall to the Bucks and watch him be a hell of a player there. Julia says, Haize, if he didn't come under your radar, I don't know about this one. Hey, listen, I won't even, I mean, but again, I'm not a draft expert. Like, I tried my best. I know I'm better than Gar Pax, but we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. As of right now, I'm very pessimistic on it, is what I'll say. Despite my initial reaction and being frustrated, I'm just really, really pessimistic on it right now. What would happen if EJ isn't getting drafted? Oh, he's going to get his motor. He's going to be drafted in the second round. Like, he's not going to get past, I don't think, past 5 picks into the second round. When you look at who picks in that second round, you got Indiana, Orlando, Toronto, Oklahoma, the Lakers. Somebody's going to pick him in the second round. Oh, the Lakers, who just traded into the second round. What if the Lakers get EJ Liddell? What if they get, then we definitely always going to be traded, because the Lakers trade every young player they've had in the last decade. Right? The Bucks here are taking Marjon Beauchamp. So EJ Liddell is still on the board. I know a lot of Bulls fans are, especially me. I will put myself with those. Still interested if the Bulls can still get EJ Liddell. And possibly he's on the board right now. 73% from the free throw line for Dalen Terry. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. Hold on, I got a parent real quick. Eric says, thanks for the answer. Did I miss something, or did I actually answer it? I don't even know. I don't know if you're being sarcastic. Come here, son. You want to say hi? Yeah. Come here. Hi. Can you get my water bottle over there and go fill it up with water for me? Yeah. Thank you. Alan, what? I asked you to get the water bottle and fill it up and bring it back to me, and you're walking off. Where? It's over there, son. It's over there. Just fill it up for me and bring it back, okay? I love you. All right. Don't let the dogs go up there. You want some popcorn? Okay. How many days I see Mom? Wait, no, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. All right. Yes, son. All right. Did I miss a question from Eric? I don't know if I actually answered it or not. Oh, Eric. Oh, yeah. He asked about what getting drafted. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Isn't Mo Bamba? No, he's technically a restricted free agent. Mo Bamba is a restricted free agent. My dad must be somewhere pissed. Where's Dad at? I don't even know if he reacted to this. Did my dad leave a comment in here? It says leave Rudy alone. Thank you, son. I appreciate you. Yeah. All right. You good up there? Yeah. All right, cool. All right. Pop said he knew as well. I can't remember. I was probably still going off. Ray said, Haize, you rock, bro. I appreciate that. I try my best. All right, Marjon Beauchamp going in the first round. Shout out to him for working his way through the G League Ignite. He joins the Milwaukee Bucks, who he could, considering what they do, and the Milwaukee Bucks, who have some interesting free agents, maybe making some moves. He could come in there and contribute right away for them. So I understand the pick, C-Dub losing his hair, bro. Hey, all I can say is this. You remember how when the Bears selected Brisker and Gordon, we thought, what the hell are they doing? Maybe this turns around. Maybe through training camp we feel differently. Hardy still on the board. Jalen Hardy didn't get taken. Ty Washington hasn't got selected either, right? Okay, listen. Here we have the idiots coming out. Pat Williams is not a but like you gotta let's like words mean things. Pat Williams is far from a bust, bro. Come on, get the hell out of here. Dad says he had to take a walk, but listening, hoping for a trade. Let's see, man. Oh, I was not at all, but I was wrong. I'm completely high on them now. I was not seeing I plus down with Brisker and Gordon. I was not at all. I was not happy with those picks at all. So hold on, wait a second, wait a second. Bulls fans, for just for everybody, we may all have to hold this collective L when Dalen Terry ends up being the second best player on the Bulls. So just don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, guys. Don't be surprised. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But we made it through. We made it through. We made it through without a complete signing siding of Petty Roosevelt. I made it through. Slight siding. Slight. I didn't go full Petty Roosevelt. I went about a 96% Petty Roosevelt. But nonetheless. Okay, see, and this is it's stuff like this too. NBA filet. Did you expect the Bulls to get every need that they wanted to in the draft? No. We still got we're at the start of free agency hasn't even begun. Wait, chill out, bro. Chill out, man. Oh, it absolutely did. It absolutely did. Our secondary is locked in right now, right? But again, that's a conversation for Chicago Bear Central, right? Over on Chicago Bear Central. I'll talk about that there. We'll see, man. Whew. Jovic hasn't been selected. That's great. What, son? Come here. Come here. Bring that over here. Come here. Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. Let me get that. Dad text.
You trying to help me back.
All right. I got my dad text. Thank you. Love you. All right. All right, let's see what else we got. Got to get the dad tax, man. If you don't get the dad tax, it defeats the purpose of becoming a father. You got to get that dad tax in, man. Got to get that dad tax. Got to get that. Shay says, your son is a spitting image of, oh man, you should see my older son, my 16-year-old son. But yeah, both of my sons look just like me. And I it's a gift and a curse, especially for the little one you guys just saw here, because he also unfortunately has my attitude. And so you think Petty Roosevelt something, wait till you see the pint of Petty. That he gets crazy. Bulls had a wasted pick. I wanted Keegan. Ephraim said my dad taxed me like that. I can't remember if my dad ever used the dad tax thing. I don't think so. Me and my dad used to eat so much that I think we both just had to have our own food, but I could be wrong on that. Dad says those bear picks were needs, though. Yeah, absolutely. You're right. They were needs. All right, we got a pick in. Blake Wesley. I almost forgot he was here. Blake Wesley going pretty low for him. A could be a really good scorer in the league. Um, so hey, the Spurs taking their third pick in the first round. All right, listen, we still have not heard anything about any Bulls picks, y'all. I mean, not picks, trades. So New York got in the trade with OKC. So they sent Osman Jang to OKC, but they got a 2023 protected first rounder from Detroit, a 2023 protected first rounder from Washington, and a 2023 protected first rounder from Denver. Damn. They got a lot of picks for that. Now, some of those may not hit, but they got a lot of bites at the apple. Danny Green was moved to Memphis as part of the trade and the 23 picks, so they relieved some cap that way. That's crazy. Yes, the Bulls still technically could try to trade down for EJ Liddell. Because I know you guys are asking. I haven't even looked at the chat, but I know you guys are asking. It's 420 in the chat still. That's what's up. Oh, no, Dad. I knew you were talking about the Bears picks this year. No, Jewel, everything does not have to be obtained during the draft. Like, yeah, I'm not saying that we don't need it. You're absolutely well, we need some scoring off the bench, right? Bench scoring 29th in the league. That's not going to cut it as far as making a significant run. But everything doesn't have to be addressed tonight, right? Lock Zach LaVine in. Got your mid level. Your mid level can be split up across multiple players. You got your trade player exception. You got some potential sign and trade options with some of the players on this team. The Bulls still have plenty of routes to go. So Eric says it's 4:33 in the morning in Germany. You stayed up to 4:33 for Dalen Terry. Now, again, we could look back in a couple of years and be like, hey, Haize was really geeking when he went in on this Dalen Terry pick. And I understand that that could very well be true, right? I'm not somebody who doesn't acknowledge that I could be completely wrong on this. And I hope I am. But as of right now, whew, everybody here, also make sure you hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. This is the channel. We do this thing. We are here, especially if you're Bulls fans. We do our weekly Bulls live stream during the offseason. This is actually usually on Thursdays. This took the place of that. 210 likes. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Haize, you missed my super chat. Did I? Hold on. Let me go back. Oh, I sure did. My bad, brother. Hey, thank you for supporting the channel at this level, my brother. And he says Dalen Terry was working out with KD a few weeks ago. Well, I mean, working out with somebody doesn't really mean much, but I will say this. What I've seen in researching, that's why when I look over this side, I'm looking at a different screen where I'm researching at. I've just looked at some stuff with Dalen Terry. I've looked at some scouts and things that they said about him. I could completely be wrong on this Dalen Terry thing. Honestly, I could be completely wrong. Right now, I think I'm still in the shock value of it, but I will admit there are some people that are really high on him and think that he could really turn into something. So we'll see. Windy City Viz, Patrick Williams was the question pick, and people were like, who is this dude? Same type of versatile. Keep in mind, but Patrick Williams was starting to move up. People forget that. Like, yeah, he did come out of nowhere, but Patrick Williams was starting to move. Now, did the Bulls still maybe reach a little format four? But Patrick Williams is absolutely moving up in that draft leading into the draft. So Dalen Terry's actually been moving down. But with that being said, yes, it could still be turned into something surprising. Got to trade. Oh, we already knew this. I always forget. By the time Nosferatu makes it up there, it's already over. This should be the song for when Adam Silver walks out there, because he's Nosferatu. So Haize, you wrong. You stayed up till 3. Hey, come on, man. Come on. Jack's edit says, bro, I want EJ Liddell. Listen, bro, I understand, man. I definitely understand. That first reaction of the Bulls pick, Terry, was priceless. I'll be running that for a day or two. Oh, I'm definitely pulling that clip and reposting it as Bulls fan reacts to Dalen Terry pick. And I guarantee you that mug is probably going to get like 100,000 views. But that's coming. Before I go to bed tonight, that's coming. So you won't even have to look for it. Austin in the building says, Dalen Terry, wow. Listen, he may turn into something. Knicks got Duren. Yeah, Dad, we talked about that. Yeah, Knicks. No, he didn't. No, he's staying with the Pistons. They traded Kimba there, but Duren's staying with the, unless they've changed it again. But it looked like he's staying with the Pistons. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what type of news we got. Check everything while it's a little bit slower. No, now it is being reported. The New York Knicks acquired Jalen Duren from the Hornets and packaged him with Kimba. Oh, but then packaged him with Kimba Walker to the Pistons. So yeah, Jalen Duren's still staying with the Pistons. He's with the Pistons. That the way that they've announced that trade is just confusing as hell. But yeah. Hey, motherfucker. What are you doing? Go. Get. Mutt. Listen, dog farts are the worst in the world. The worst. Subscribe to Chicago Bulls Central, Chicago Sky Central, Chicago Bears Central, and Locked On Bulls. Listen, come on, Julie. Keep hype me up. Hype me up. I appreciate that. Exactly, Amit. I agree with you. Let's see what, like, I'm over my initial shock, right? And I'm over my shock, but we really need to see what happens with this. Listen, no, because listen, at that point, the Bulls at that point when Jim, I was shocked when they traded Jimmy Butler, but I wasn't upset. Oh, and to keep this, I can talk to my dad can vouch for this. I wasn't as upset, but when the Bulls drafted Joakim Noah, I was pissed. I did not want the Bulls to draft Joakim Noah. I did not see it for Joakim Noah, and Joakim Noah is my favorite Bull, minus Derrick Rose, Pippen, Jordan, and Rodman. Joakim Noah is my favorite Chicago Bull in my adult life. The first player I got to watch be a Bull from start to finish. Joakim Noah is my favorite. And I was completely pissed off when the Bulls drafted him. This Dalen Terry thing may end up being that again. PB and Pat says, not Chicago Bears, though. Everything else already subbed. Well, thank you, brother. Thank you. Right, I removed text. Just saw that. Oh, you're fine, Pop. Don't worry about that, Dad. I was confused about it for a while, too. Chandler Hutchinson type pick. Smells of Paxton still in charge behind the script. Oh, man. Jose Sanchez in the building says, Haize, what's good, bro? Listen, I know the Bulls pick just came out of left field, but we have to keep in mind, AKME have been doing their homework on these players, and they must have seen something. Your apps. Keep in mind, yeah, I've been saying it even when I was doing my draft player profiles. Almost every player that the Bulls brought in for workouts were all players like, why are they working them out? Why are they working them out? So, very well, they could have. No. Jalen Duren is going to the Pistons. The way that the trade worked out is weird. So technically, even before he went to the Pistons, he went to the Knicks, and then the Knicks packaged him with Kimba Walker to go to the Pistons. Jalen Duren is a Piston. He's going to be a Piston. He's a wing. He's a wing. I wouldn't just say he's a guard. He's a wing. Even though he is listed as a point guard, you got to look at it. Keep in mind, Kyle Anderson was listed as a point guard. Dalen Terry is 6'7" with an over 7-foot wingspan. He's 195 pounds. He's going to need to put on some weight. So while he did play point guard / shooting guard, I think he's going to end up being a wing in the NBA. But we'll see. We'll see. Support the W. For sure. Support the W. At least they didn't draft Patrick Ball. If the Bulls drafted Patrick Ball, you felt that y'all saw Petty tonight? Ha! Listen, YouTube would have had to shut me down. So Cody Westerland just posted this conversation with Dalen Terry. He says, "Will you remember everyone who was picked before you?" Dalen Terry, yes, sir. I remember everybody already. I mean, he has the right mindset. He says, "My defense, my versatility are coming over immediately." Dalen Terry says after being drafted by the Bulls. All right, we'll see. He says that the Bulls are where he wanted to be with. That's where he wanted to be. We'll see. Oh, we already knew this trade. But remember, guys, by time Adam Silver says something, we've already heard it. He gets those things late. The Miami Heat get Nikola Jovic? No. Oh. The rich get richer, bro. Telling you guys, Jovic is going to be the steal of this draft when it's all said and done. That's crazy. You know who has not got drafted yet? Kai Soto. Kai Soto has not been picked yet. Gotta hold that L. Okay, height isn't everything. Like y'all, listen, D-Dub, you know I love you. Height isn't everything. It's about length more in the NBA than it is about true height. Let's keep that in mind. Patrick Williams is 6'8". He's more 6'8" than 6'7" player with a 7-foot wingspan, right? So we'll just wait and see. The roster also isn't finalized yet. We gotta stop acting like because everything didn't happen in the draft that it's all for naught. Like it's not over with yet. When Mark Williams went to Charlotte, it took the wind out of myself. When he went to Charlotte, it took the wind out of myself. Maurice, man, help me help you. Help me help you. That spelling, bro, you almost took me out. And Dizzy says, why get a DJJ replacement when DJJ is sitting right there? Because DJJ is going to cost a lot of money, and the Bulls are already salary, like they're already close to the luxury tax. And Derek Jones Jr. is probably going to command way more money than what they're playing. Well, not probably, considerably more money than what they're going to pay for this kid coming off the bench. And Derek Jones Jr. got himself out of Billy Donovan's lineup towards the end of the year. Yo, Haize, you got to hang with me at Subterranean in Wicker Park. I host the hip hop open mic on Tuesdays. Hit the DM, brother. Yeah, absolutely. There's a chance of that. There's a chance for sure for that to still be happening. Hardy is not drafted. Hardy was drafted, right? Am I tripping with that? I might be tripping. I be tripping a lot. What? Listen, The Golden State Warriors are on the clock. Watch them draft EJ Liddell. I said this was going to happen on Locked On Bulls. Watch them draft EJ Liddell, and Jordan Poole and EJ Liddell are going to be the next freaking Steph and Draymond after they retire. Just watch. Watch. I don't see. I've been saying that for a while, Corey. I don't know if the Bulls do make any huge trades like they're saying. Ricky says Warriors about to take Liddell. Yep, it's gonna happen. Young Baller asks, no, second round is today. They do it all today. Lord Zoe, he's not coming to the Bulls. Kofi Coburn is not coming to the Chicago Bulls. He's not coming to the Chicago Bulls. Guess what he is going to be? G League Shaq. That's what he's going to be. G League Shaq. Woo, this has been a night, man. This has been a fun night. I won't lie to you. Whether the Bulls did what I wanted them to do in the draft or not, that was never the thing. This has just been a fun night. That's crazy. All the Warriors are drafting Patrick Baldwin Jr. No EJ Liddell either. I almost want to stay on live until EJ Liddell is drafted, right? Because I feel like as soon as I stop going live, it's going to be the Bulls have traded with such and such. They will take EJ Liddell. AKME has proven to know what they're doing, so I mean, let's see what they have in store. Agreed. Meat, they got Baldwin. Yeah, I'm glad they got Tony Snell Jr. off the team. Like, you can't tell me, not even the shape of his head, the acme, everything, acne, he's Tony Snell Jr. All right, we're almost done with the first round. I will be ending the live after the first round, but I will immediately be hopping on over to go live on Locked On Bulls. So keep that in mind, guys. So if you want to keep seeing me do this coverage, we will be live over on Locked On Bulls right after the end of the first round. Speaking of, let me make this thumbnail real quick. I love that, like, for those who don't know, right? If you ever want an insight on how to be an effective YouTuber, like really like to make everything has to be repeatable. And that's why I'm able to kick out so many videos as I am. Literally, when I go down to record, I flip on, like, my camera never moves, the computer never moves, all that stuff stays in the same spot. But then I have templates for just about everything I do. Like every thumbnail that you see I make every thumbnail for Locked On Bulls, for Chicago Bulls Central, Chicago Bears Central, all that stuff easily repeatable. I'm able to come in, come out, get the hell out, keep moving. Easily repeatable. If you're able to do that, you can, it's this YouTube thing ain't gonna be as stressful as what some things are. Just keep that in mind. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Just made a thumbnail that quick for Locked On Bulls. That's it. Everything easily repeatable. And quality got to be there too. Let's be clear. The quality in your content got to be there first and foremost. If you don't have quality content, it don't matter what your thumbnail looks like. You can have the best mic in the world. If you don't know how to do your thing, all that shit don't matter. But once you get all that done, you get your content done, you get your style done, you get comfortable on the mic. Once all that's down pat, everything else needs to be easily repeatable. Everything else. Bam. All right, we got that going. But yeah, just a little insider tip. MJG23 says, "All right, so I've gotten the the snark out and thought about it. The pick makes sense when you think about our roster construction and how Billy Donovan runs the team. That's a good point. That's a good point." Julie says, "Yes, because I've seen some horrible YouTube video, sound, visual, and oh, listen, sound is the biggest part of audio. Because listen, you can have the best video in the world, but if your audio is trash, you can look real pretty and ain't nobody gonna understand what you got. Learn your audio. And audio, great audio nowadays is fairly cheap to get. Right? I use this expensive mic and I have this expensive setup because listen, it goes with the aesthetic of this expensive ass, almost $20,000 of equipment that I have in the studio. But with that being said, there's some really, really good mics, $25, $30. Not stay clear away from USB mics. But there's some really good mics out there that you can get some really good audio out of. Listen, stats don't mean shit when you in the NBA. Listen, Kofi has gotten by because he's been bigger and stronger than everybody in every step from high school to college. He has terrible foot speed. His basketball IQ is trash. Kofi Coburn might as well be wearing a helmet out there if you're talking about basketball IQ. In a league where everything is switchable, Kofi's going to get burned. In a league where your strength ain't going to get you by anymore, this ain't the 80s, this ain't the 90s, Kofi's going to get burned. I'm telling you, Kofi needs to be wearing a helmet. That's what he needs to be doing. Kofi's basketball IQ is trash. Yes, he can rebound. Yes, he can block shots. But listen, he can't switch on shit. Don't talk to me about his strength being able to let him guard Embiid because Embiid can also put the ball on the floor and Embiid will dance all around Kofi Coburn and he will literally be sitting there looking like the Monstars took his talent. Kofi ain't shit in the NBA. The most Kofi can be is a G League player. He's probably going to go overseas in the long run. Mark my words. I don't like the Tascam audio interfaces because they're not built for that. They can do that, right? And they have made some now podcasting ones, but a Behringer Euphoria interface is going to get you way better quality than a Tascam. Ty getting drafted. Also, yeah, to point this also in yeah, you get a USB microphone, prepared to spend a lot of time in post-production, punching up and cleaning the audio. Bullshit. Learn the EQ. It takes a lot of time and it's not easy, but if you know how to EQ your audio, you're gonna sound great. Gonna sound great. We needed some size and at least one big. Vooch needs help, and at the moment, and a moment to rest. Yeah, but this offseason is just this. The draft is you're not supposed to get everything in the draft, right? There's some people draft off need, some people draft off upside, but this is why you also have free agency, right? This is not the end. We still got months until the season starts. No, I'm good on fixed focus. Don't worry about my focus. You focus on getting your opinions better. Don't worry about my focus. EJ really about to be the next Draymond selected in the set. There you go. Yeah, absolutely. Why the hell are we talking about Kofi? He's not like that. Isaiah Stewart treated him like a baby in high school. Listen, I don't know, because people really, you know what it is? If it was not for Ayo Dosunmu shining the way that he did, and you know, some fans that don't really pay attention, they don't really listen. Oh, Ayo went to Illinois. Oh, Kofi went to Illinois. Let's bring Kofi in. Ayo's going to do the same thing he did with. No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I get that you don't need everything in the draft, but at the same time, if it helps is there for you, you get to take it. Well, no, because again, you don't want to bet on a rookie all the time if it's an absolute need. Now, Mark Williams, Jalen Duren, they're legit ready to go as far as that. But with that being said, like the player that they need to back up Vooch is an absolute need. That is a need that could take you from a first round exit to being in the second round. You more so want to try to go after a veteran if you can with that. Now if the Bulls didn't have any cap space in the mid-level exception, that would be different. But yeah, no, you don't need to get that in the draft per se. Hell no. Matter of fact, Kofi Coburn is worse than Cristiano Felicio. That's it. Period. Keep it funky, Haize. If the pick is because of those knees, 100%, I get the deal. I'm warming up to it because it means Kobe stays as well, unless there's a big deal to be made, like a Harris. No, it doesn't have to be a big deal like that. Keep in mind, Kobe White being on the move isn't dependent on anything else. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. What was that? The local bars every night? That's not NBA conditioning, guys. It's funny. CJ The Truth says a lot of fans really don't understand how good the NBA players are compared to college. Exactly. They really don't. Hey, watch it. Illinois is going to the Final Four. That wasn't a hate on Illinois, but Kofi Coburn won't be there. So, the fact that you think the Bulls can get a future second for Tony Bradley, that the Bulls will be lucky to get a Portillo's beef for Tony Bradley. Corey says, how many picks are in the first round? 30. For each NBA team. So we're almost done with the first round. I'll be going over to Locked On Bulls once we finish that. Still no trade announced. Still no trade announced. I don't think the trade's happening, guys. I know we wanted to see one. I don't think it's going to happen. Pick 30 is on the clock right now. What does OKC do? They've already gotten a lot of picks. Do they keep this? Do they move it? Jaden Hardy is still in the draft. EJ Liddell is still on the board. Jalen Williams is still on the board. My guy CJ's one of his guys, Ismail Kagmate, is still on the board. All right, y'all. That's the end of the first round. Thank you so much for tuning in to Chicago Bulls Central and hanging out with me during this. I would love to keep going through this because the second round goes by like this. The second round goes by really quick, but I do have to go over there on Locked On Bulls. So make sure you guys go over to Locked On Bulls, subscribe there. We'll be live there probably in the next 5 minutes or so. I'm going to go ahead and send this text to Pat. All right, y'all. That is it. That's it. That was just Pat confirming. We're gonna go over on Locked On Bulls. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave. Hit the like button as well. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you go hit up Locked On Bulls. Thank you. Like and everything on. Go Bulls. Love you guys. Peace, y'all. Fucking Dalen Terry. Dalen fucking Terry. Wow.